What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, guys. So we got some exciting stuff right now. I'm going to show you guys right off the bat before we get any further. All right. I'm just going to show you guys. I think we are going to be getting a decent sized pullback. Now, the last decent sized pullback that I called out was this one over here. And we did see an $8 decline. All right. You went from about 338 down to 330. That was a thing. All right, I'm not saying it's going to happen from right here. We could push up a little higher. I'm not going to say you can't. All right, you're kind of just in this middle area here. Let's go over the daily time frame. Oh, let's reset that one. No, that didn't work. Okay. All right. So you're like, look at guys, you're pretty close up here to this next gap fill. But I'm just going to say, all right, you got Apple over here, 2.5%. Oh, Apple took a steep dive there. I did not see that one. Did Apple just rip faces up higher and then freaking die off? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. All right. I will point out you do have Apple's 4-hour, 4-hour oscillators up here in overbought territory. Just the same condition we had over here when they started turning. The same condition we had over here when you started turning. Same condition you had over here. I'm just pointing out. All right. Conditions, guys. Conditions. Now, what do we also have? We also do have this 4-hour bearish divergence on QQQ. All right, you have that. Now, what else do we have, guys? We have the same thing over here on SPY. All right, you're ripping higher. Now, I will say you broke out to the upside from this rising wedge. So I'm just gonna say, guys, we keep seeing these rising wedges just rip higher. So if that's your bear thesis there, then I'm gonna say you watch the charts and watch more than just these patterns, all right? Because you want the whole picture. You don't want to be blinded. But yeah, you have the same thing going on over here, and then you come over to the hourly time frame, and I'm also going to point out you literally do have one on the hourly time frame over here, and then you also have one on the 15-minute RSI right there, and that's the same over here on QQQ. All right, you got the same thing, and like I just pointed out, Apple's up here. And why am I making this video right off rip? Oh, why? Because this exactly what we're seeing going down right before our eyes, guys. We got two scenarios that play out here. All right, you rip up higher, you make another divergent high, and then you likely get a decent pullback, or you're gonna likely start that decent pullback. All right, I'm not gonna say how far we go down on that decent pullback, but I'm gonna say right now I'm looking for a pretty similar move to what we got the other day. All right, you got like an $8 decline, and guys, this is why just stop trading with a bias, guys. All right, if you saw the $8 move last time, that was a sufficient move to make a decent amount of money regardless of what contracts you picked. And guess what? If you sat there with a bias thinking that was the start of your new move and didn't wait for confirmation of making a new low, which I'm going to tell you, you got a ways to go for making that new low now. All right, they messed you up over here on QQ. But yeah, if you sat there, guess what? You didn't have a good time. So do what you got to do. Have that good time. All right, manage that risk. All right, guys, so as you do see, we are seeing exactly what I started the video off with, and that's why I'm recording this early. Now, why am I also recording this early, guys? Because your boy this weekend, your boy finished almost every... I re-recorded the course that's coming out. I re-recorded it, because, I recorded them all in random order last time, and they were all on different days, and yeah, I thought it would probably be much better put together if I just speed run this over the weekend. So we did end up doing that. We only have a few more, and that is what I want to get done today. So just know, guys, within the upcoming days there will be that. But guess what? Next time I do drop something free, which 100%, guys, I'm just going to keep pumping out free content. All right, my channel can be it could be a one-stop shop, except without the shop part, it'll just be free. There's that. But yeah, that'll be coming out soon. And next time I will not be letting you guys know if I'm dropping something for free or making anything, because I don't want a time constraint. That was what I had this time around, and I don't want that. Regardless, guys, I'm very excited for that. All right, I am excited, and I think it's gonna literally bring a lot of people from zero to here pretty quick. All right, let's get it back into the charts. Right, on the daily time frame, you do have the RSI all the way up here at 75. Now I'm actually gonna come over here to the video. Let me look at the video, guys. This is why I was saying, guys, please just stop. Just stop. Just wait to short this thing. This move only happens for one reason. It was to demolish everyone. It's like, I'm just putting it out there. Everyone wants to short this thing. You have an AI craze going on right now. Also, there was a tweet I saw. Why is the AI hype not going to stop before AMD? Yeah, I'm paraphrasing, but why is the AI hype not going to stop before AMD reaches all-time highs? Why? Because, you know, you have NVIDIA, literally, you know, these are the people providing this is the company providing the chips, providing the GPUs to OpenAI. You know, that's ChatGPT right there. So that's the craze. So that's why, you know, NVIDIA is ripping to all-time highs and AMD's not, like, it is close to all-time highs. You're 10% off now. No, you're 25% off. I got that one wrong. All right. But regardless, I mean, hey, all right, that's why I don't think AMD is going to keep ripping. I don't think it's going to go to all-time highs. So I'm going to be completely honest on that one. I don't know how high up NVIDIA is going to go. I'm going to be telling you guys that right now, all right? If people are really trying to FOMO into the AI craze, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been using Notion.com, and there's an AI feature on it where if you just hit the, I forgot what button you click. I think it's, it pops up on your screen. But it's double-clicking a button. Maybe it's the space bar or whatever. You literally get to, you know, this thing has been very useful. I'm going to say that. I have been using that every single day. The AI feature on Notion.com, I have been using that every day to just literally come up with random stuff. Not like random stuff, like, you know, when I, you know, am doing stuff. So I'm just going to say, I see the potential here. I don't think, I do think this is AI mania, but I'm going to put out my opinion there. I don't think this is just a bubble. I think this is the beginning of the AI hype. I'm not saying this thing's going to keep ripping. I'm not saying, you know, you come over here to AI. I'm not saying this thing's going to keep freaking ripping, which you do have earnings this week, so that's something to take note of. And wow, you went up again another 10%. Holy sweet baby Jesus, then you're more than 10% here, all right? What did you... 20% in one day. I saw the premiums juice to the gills, and I almost took a lotto, like, you know, last week, but... You know, they were juiced to the gills. I think I saw the, like, dude, you were buying the furthest out strike. I don't remember. It might have been 40, but it was for like $200. And, you know, now I see why. You know, the option chain was pricing in this movement right here. But regardless, guys, I don't think this AI, I do think currently it's a bubble. But I do think, you know, like, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think this is just the beginning. All right. This stuff just popped up within the last year. We have accelerated this course. So I'm just going to say, all right. When we see these things die down, Microsoft has partial ownership in whatever it's called, an OpenAI, all right? I think this is going to be an absolute sexy buy. And yeah, I don't know how far these things are going to fall, but I am going to tell you right now, all right? I personally don't think these things are going to be sustained up here. You have Apple up here. You have Microsoft up here. Now, I understand you do have Google. All right, you have Goog that didn't rip, you know, it didn't rip absolute faces, and you're still quite a ways off of all-time highs there, all right? Come over to Amazon, it's the same case, all right? Amazon is definitely going to be a buy. If we see everything fall, I imagine, you know, if this thing is, you know, it's underperforming the rest of them, I imagine this thing is going to fall with the rest of them, and, yeah, these are all going to be great buys. But guess what, guys, all right? You see this weekly RSI on all of them? You see how they're all overextended here? All right, Apple, you know, Microsoft, Goog. All right, you see that? Well, guess what? That is where you're likely going to start stalling out soon. All right, and if it's not going to be for a reversal, it's going to be for a pullback. Again, we do have that debt ceiling thing happening. We about to find out, guys. We about to find out. There's no speculation after, you know, the coming week or two. We about to find out. That's that. So there's that. And something actually I'm going to point out right now that I'm just going to say. All right, because me Kevin makes me laugh. All right, me Kevin definitely makes me laugh, and I think he's a valuable tool for anybody to really check on their bias. All right, me Kevin oftentimes, if you are bearish, right, and then you go on me Kevin's channel and he is acknowledging the thing that you're bearish about, and he's still bullish. All right, that is a room for you to say, "Holy crap, I do have a bias right now." The guy is acknowledging exactly what I am acknowledging, and for some reason, this is the bear case for me. And guess what? There's that. Now, this morning, he did something funny. He was, I'm not even going to try and mimic him, but I was in the live stream this morning, and he ended up, he made a joke about the debt, saying, oh, but the liquidity, it's going to get sucked out of the market or whatever. But I started dying because that's all I've been seeing on social media. And that's what I want to remind everyone. Guys, check that freaking bias. If you're trading with a bias, you're not going to end up a happy camper. All right? This right here, I'm just going to tell you right now, I was looking for a divergent high so I could take another short out on this thing. I wanted to take advantage of this, but I was not willing to. You did have a setup right off rip. Like I told you guys literally have divergences on every single time frame. And also you do have this, you know, you have the daily bearish divergence up there, and your daily RSI is all the way up at 75. Yes, you burned your divergence, but again, I mean, you're very likely going to see this decent sized pullback. Now, when we were up here, I was saying that you were, what was it, $8 off of your, no, you're $5 off of your 8 EMA. And that was something that I pointed out. You have been hugging this thing the whole entire time. Notice here how you literally see this thing. You see right here. Yes, you went a little higher there, right? But you had this decent pullback back to the 8 EMA. Yes, it has, you know, it'll have time to catch up. But guess what? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a decent sized pullback, just like we got over there. All right. So let you know, that's really the gist of this video, guys. That is what I want everyone just to have on their minds, guys. Just be on the lookout. Now, I'm also going to show you guys what I was looking for last week was going to be VIX's RSI, getting down to the same spot it did over here. All right, this is typically where we see, you know, VIX start taking its turn. And guess what? What was I also waiting on, guys? What was I going to be skeptical of downside on the indices until it was filled? This gap right here. All right, what got filled? This gap right here. All right, so let's take this off. That is something that happened, and now we do have this bullish divergence going on the CCI, the hourly CCI. Like I just pointed out, all right, you do have your 4-hour oscillators beginning to hinge up from, you know, decently oversold territory, but it still does have some room to run, or, you know, to fall before going. And that's why if we do end up getting a divergent high, I will short it. All right, I will short it. I will take the setup. And there's that, guys. I'm gonna say this is looking pretty sexy. And that's why I say don't have a bias, because if you had a bias last week and you got messed up, you know, maybe you didn't, maybe you're scared this morning. That's all I'm getting at. So, you know, don't have the freaking bias. There's literally no reason. Now, something I'll actually point out right now is Bitcoin got back above its neckline, and now it's finding buyers at the neckline. All right, so that is something to take note of. Did we just see this thing invalidate? I don't know. All right, but you do have your CCI up here, so I mean, at least, you know, we could end up seeing some consolidation here, / pullback before ripping higher. All right. But yeah, I don't think that's going to be the case. Personally, I personally don't think that's going to be the case. All right. I'm going to point out over here, same thing as you had over there on QQQ. You had this big fat 4-hour bearish divergence. Now, actually, something I'll point out here, and this is why I say get rid of that freaking bias, guys. All right. Look at this flagpole. All right. So this is something I pointed out yesterday in the Discord. And I'm going to let you guys know right now, there's a 7-day free trial now. I guess I didn't have to wait till 3 months because they came out with that free trial. There still will be discounts. I think we have like 1 week to go now before we... No, actually, we should be just about there. I think we launched the Discord about 3 months ago. So, you know, maybe I'll look and maybe we can apply discounts now, and, you know, people want to pay up front. There you go. You get a bigger discount. But regardless, free trial... I haven't been selling the thing. I don't want to be taken as a salesman. I really don't. All right. I literally don't. If you want to, yeah, if you want to join us trading over there and you want, you know, continuous, you know, actionable information, it's over there. But again, free trial, so nothing to lose. But yeah, all right, back to the charts, guys. Back to the charts. I don't want to take up too much of your time. All right. We pretty much did go over everything I really had to go over here. We will come over here to this broadening top formation on SPX. All right, this is something I left up, and it is, you know, it's being useful today. We actually do have this bearish divergence on, bearish divergence? Yeah, we do have one on the RSI up here. Now, it's not from oversold, overbought territory, but it is still something to take note of, along with what we are seeing across the board here. And again, guys, Apple, 2% off the all-time high. So who is going to be the buyer up here? They have not, like, given... They haven't had good earnings. You know, they're not, like, it's not sustainable. That's all I'm getting at. You know, it's not going to be a thing. It's just not. Who's going to be buying it? Now, what I do want to open up everyone's mind to is this. All right. What if we see rotation? All right. Now, this was a comment that was left somewhere. I think it was on YouTube. And at the time, I was just like, yeah, that's a possibility. But then I saw this. All right. And, you know, now I'm like really open to it, guys. I am really open. All right. We have, but like also, you know, the banking crisis over here, it's going to drag. If we do see some more, you know, things start to fall there, and I'm guessing like, yeah, that's something that would, it's going to be stirring up behind the scenes. I just don't know when the next thing is going to go down. So I'm guessing this is not the end. That's what I'm getting at. It's probably not the end of this. So I don't know if IWM is going to go on a sick, nasty run. All right. But I'm completely open to the thought of seeing rotation out of QQQ over here, out of the NASDAQ, coming over here to Dow. You know, and as you see, like, you do have this bullish divergence over here on your CCI. Your daily RSI is getting to the point where you get your bounces, right? So even if we do start falling here on Dow, I'm going to be looking for a bounce, guys. So, like, this is, guys, just know, all right? Just know, this channel, my guarantee to you, all right? First of all, unbiased information. Second of all, my guarantee to you is you're going to find week by week continuous insights here that you're not going to find anywhere else on the interwebs. You might find one or two, but you're not going to find them all in one consolidated location. That's what I got for you every single day right here on the channel. That's us. All right. Welcome to the community. Love to have you. Also, leave a like if you are, you know, if you are enjoying this video. Leave a like, please. It would definitely put a smile on my face. I love seeing more likes, you know. Beautiful. Plus, I'll tell you right now, I see proof of concept to the max. When you guys pump that like button, I swear I see the algo pump my YouTube channel, and that is something that I absolutely, it brings me so much joy. But regardless, guys, if we do start seeing this downturn, I'm serious. I'm gonna be saying, when everyone's calling for a crash or whatever, all right? Maybe we do see that crash. I'm not saying we don't, all right? Maybe we do, but this is another thing. Like, it doesn't add up, all right? It doesn't add up. I think we have a solid shot of seeing that rotation, all right? Regardless, you do have this bull flag looking thing right here, right? If you just want to, you know, go like that, all right? You're ripping all-time highs. No, you're not ripping all-time highs. You're getting pretty close to all-time highs, though, if you do end up seeing that play out. Now, I don't think that's going to fully play out, but it's something to keep in the back of your mind, all right? That is what we do, guys. We observe, you know, we continuously take a look at everything on the table, all right? And that's just that. You got to do that. Yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. I will leave you off with that, all right? Just keep in mind, you do have this weekly RSI all the way up there at 71 now, all right? And you are approaching your next level of resistance, all right? We are just here. Guess what? You surpassed that, and you ran to the next one, all right? And now you're at the next one, all right? Do you really think you're going to go to all-time highs here? You really think? All right? You probably, you know, if you come up here, you have the shot at stalling out somewhere in here, but I don't. I'm gonna be straight up on this. I really do think dated puts the move from where we are right now, and, you know, QQQ. I'm not gonna say short dated puts is not safe. All right, I'll tell you guys the same thing I said in the Discord today. I don't think it's gonna be safe to play short dated puts unless you're getting very, you know, in and out, like I've been doing over here on the Qs. I don't think you're gonna be good playing short dated puts. I really don't. And short dated, I mean, like, you know, 1-2 weeks if you're, you know. I'm just saying the trend is up. Clear as day, the trend is up. SPY, I told you guys a while back, we could put the bull case down on SPY, all right? This thing has showed us weakness time and time again, whereas QQ has just kept ripping faces. So, you know, if you want to safely short this thing, I hate to say it, but you're going to need to put in another low, a new lower low. Guys, this whole time, since all the way back here, we haven't put in a lower low. And guess what? Your boy did call this as a bear trap because things didn't add up. Just like I was just saying over there. If we do start falling off a cliff here, all right, and everyone's screaming, run for the hills, run for the hills, all right, I'm going to be calling out, you know, what I just pointed out over there, DIA. All right, but regardless, yeah, guys, this thing is, you know, it's just continuing to rip faces until you see it come down here and break 329. What is the low over here? Low is 329.56. Until you see it break 329.56, it's not safe to trade in that trend. That's what I'm getting at. All right. And they kind of, you know, this is a painful thing right here because it's a $20 drop. You have to go just to confirm that you have a downtrend starting. That sucks, guys. That sucks. But guess what? That is why I say dated puts. I think that is going to be the move up here. If you want to play shorted dated puts, I'm going to tell you right now. All right. Any puts have the chance of getting wrecked. But the short dated puts, you just have the chance of losing all your money and, you know, having no, you know, revival there. So, you know, have a good one with that. Something I'll point out, DXY is starting to stall out. You do have this bearish divergence on the RSI. I'll just point that out right now. All right, you got that going on right there. And then you also do have this big fat one over there on the CCI. And that is pretty much it, guys. With that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.